Well, good afternoon and welcome to the Heed Army podcast, and we are bringing you full match commentary of Gateshead versus Woking. It's match day 2 in the Enterprise National League, and of course it will be live on DAZN as well. My name is David Garris. I'm joined by Mark Carruthers, who's going to be with me very, very shortly, but this is football back at Gateshead International Stadium for the 26-27 season. Just for our audio listeners, the pitch is looking absolutely phenomenal out there at the moment. It normally does at this time of year, but the ground staff seem to have put extra work in, and it is looking absolutely crisp out there. Before we go any further forward, for our audio listeners, please do drop us a message, like and subscribe, and join Gateshead's journey throughout the season. But also as well, if you are watching live on DAZN, don't miss proper football with the National League on DAZN this season. Over 400 live games, every team shown at least 30 times. Get closer, exclusive content, go behind the scenes at every club and relive unforgettable classic matches. Proper football only on DAZN, and we'll be saying that once or twice this afternoon. But as I say, Mark, there has been a signing announced. There's been quite a few signings announced this week for Gateshead. But just before the teams come out to warm up, Dan Cameron has signed on a 1-month contract to cover for the departed Adam Dubois, who of course has travelled across the A69. But Gateshead still very much in the market for a goalkeeper.
Yeah, I think so. Obviously got Pete Jameson there, who's reliable, experienced, played at the level, played Football League. Dan will come in and just provide a bit of cover for the next month while they look to bring in someone. Dan is a former Sunderland Academy goalkeeper. Got experience out on loan with the likes of Boston at this level. It was at Blythe Spartans and Hebburn as well, yeah, of course. He'll just provide cover until that other deal gets done. Whether it's a permanent or a loan, we're not sure yet, but there is something in the works. Generally, when you're waiting until the end of a month, it means that there's an EFL or a Premier League club just assessing their options, which would maybe cite towards possibly a loan deal. But it is something Gateshead need to do, and I don't think it's cover either. I think it's someone to come in, really establish themselves as a number one. And as we've seen here with several goalkeepers, the likes of Phil Marshall and Jacob Chapman, there is a good chance for someone to make a reputation for themselves at Gateshead.
There certainly is. And talking about deals as well there, Mark, there has been a few this week. Alex Lancashire has arrived from Boston, as well as there is other players that have arrived this week as well. Keown Lewis Burgess as well has arrived at the club on loan till January from MK Dons. Rocco Coyle arrived last week as well, and Michael Spellman, who's arrived this week as well. He's was at Newport last year and won Fans Player of the Season as well, so comes highly recommended. And as I say, had trials around the Football League, but has come back to his native northeast, and as I say, does seem to fit the mould even of a Gateshead player in recent years.
Yeah, I think he's coming back here with something to prove, to be honest, Michael. Had a great season at Newport. Was it Fans Player of the Year, I think, last season. Sunderland made a senior appearance in a Carabao Cup game, but didn't quite happen for him after that. But he'll come here. He's got a great platform at Gateshead, as they've done for many young players. And it's up to him to take that opportunity that's been handed. But it's very much a new look Gateshead side. I'm looking forward to saying Luke Stuppick. I know you're probably going to go on to him.
Well, that was you very fortuitous there. Of course, if anyone wasn't aware, Luke didn't make the matchday squad down at Yeovil on the opening, Eastleigh on the opening day of the season because his international clearance hadn't come through. Of course, the youngster from New Zealand looking to ply his trade here in England after an impressive pre-season, signed a contract with Gateshead, a 2-year deal. We were talking just before we came on air, Mark, a real under-the-radar signing, and just as we mentioned about fitting the mould of Gateshead, his character, talking to him, away from the pitch, he does seem like a Gateshead player, doesn't he? That the type that they've went for in abundance over the last few years.
I'm not too sure how long he's going to last under the radar. I've got to be honest. Looked very, very good, very good in pre-season. Of course, it's a different environment altogether when the competitive stuff gets underway. But he certainly looks to have, as you said, the mindset that you need to succeed at Gateshead. He looks as if he's got the talent to do so. He just needs to do it on the pitch now. And I'm fascinated by the signing. I've got to be honest. It's an intriguing signing.
Yeah, and of course, experience in the A-League last year. We're going to give out a pin badge there. I'll have to dig one out of my bag. Hopefully, I've got it. But he's got experience in the A-League. We spoke to him on the Heed Army podcast, and we joked about that he'd make light work of the travelling this season, because sometimes he had coach trips, then like a 7-hour flight to add on to that as well. So he's no stranger to the travelling business in football, but shows a lot of hunger. He's only 2021. He's come to the other side of the world. Mark, I'm 45, and I think I would struggle to move to the other side of the world by myself. He has shown great character, and pre-season, yes, it gives you a good glimpse, but now it's the competitive stuff. I think we'll continue to see what he's shown.
Well, he looked very good against Newcastle, and it was an experienced Newcastle side as well. It wasn't under the 21s. There was the likes of Fabian Schär's and players like that playing. So I'm intrigued to see how he does in the National League. I think he'll probably play in that number 10 role, won't he? Just behind Ash Boatwain today, and he'll go and try and find space in the box and cause problems. And yeah, again, just a really fascinating signing.
It certainly is. And looking towards the visitors, of course, managerless at the moment. They've got the interim managers of Jake Hyde and Craig Ross in charge at the Cards since the departure of Jermaine Defoe back on the 23rd of July. Somewhat of a surprise departure. Obviously, a lot being said online, a lot of rumour mills going around. But obviously, this was a fixture for yourself, Mark, being a journalist, where there was a story in the making, two former Sunderland teammates going up against each other in the National League. And what do you know, that story didn't happen. But another story happened, of course, for Jermaine Defoe. We don't know if he'll be back in management. I'd like to think so. But it's a strange old world, football, isn't it?
I think the saddest aspect of it, from a Woking point of view, is the fact that he seemed to be getting a bit of a tune out the squad that he had.
Yeah.
No, I'm not going to get involved in the ins and outs of what went on, and both sides have had their say in the media and releasing statements and such like. But I think it's just sad that he wasn't able to build on the work that he did last season when they came here. I mean, I wasn't here for the game; I was covering elsewhere. But when you came here, they dominated Gateshead, didn't they? And they looked a very good side. Admittedly, Gateshead, I think, were just done by then mentally and physically, given the escape from relegation. But there's still a number of players that impressed under Defoe still in this squad, so they're going to be a real threat today. There's real quality, there's experience in there.
Well, and there's a player there that obviously played for Gateshead as well, in Tim Akinola. We've seen a cameo of him. Looked a very competent and competitive player when he arrived at Gateshead at the back end of 2 seasons ago. Of course, it wasn't to work out for him here at Gateshead, and he moved down to Woking. But some great names in that side. Willie Askelainen always seems to have a very good game against Gateshead over the years. And also looking further through the side, you've got Aidan O'Brien on the bench as well, former Millwall player. So there is experience there. There is a lot of strong players. And Shadrach Oji, how do I say that? Oji. Shadrach Oji, he had a good game against us last season as well.
Yeah, like I said, there's experience in there, there's energy, there's enthusiasm, and they'll look to control the game. It's going to be a fascinating game.
It certainly is. Well, as I say, the teams are coming out onto the pitch here at Gateshead International Stadium, and we'll go through the teams momentarily. But don't forget, don't miss proper football with the National League on DAZN this season. Over 400 live games, every team shown at least 30 times. Get closer with exclusive content, go behind the scenes at every club and relive unforgettable classic matches. Proper football only on DAZN. And this is how Woking line up this afternoon. Willie Askelainen in goal, Zach Azer, Caleb Richards, Tim Odosina, Shadrach Oji, Roy Sealer, Josh Kelly, Matt Ward, Taylor Harris, Tim Akinola and Steve Turner. On the bench is interim manager Craig Ross, Chinwicke, there we go, Okoli, Harrison Ashona, Aidan O'Brien, Liam Dawson, Jaden Putman and Josh Ayres. This is how Gateshead line up. In goal is Pete Jameson, Captain David Ferguson, Kyle Ferguson, Alex Lancashire, Michael Spellman making his debut, Jack Robinson, Rocco Coyle makes his home debut. We've got Josh Holmes, Luke Suplik making his debut as well, Billy Chadwick and Ash Botswain. On the bench is new signing Dan Cameron, who we mentioned before, Tom Lavery, Dom Telford, Fenton John, Martin Smith, Harry Chapman, and another new signing in Kieran Lewis Burgess. And that is how we're lined up. For our audio listeners, Gateshead in their classic half and half black and white strips, the visitors in yellow and navy blue, and we are all set. Referee just talking to the captains. They're going to go through the coin toss at the moment, but sit back, relax, wherever you are watching in the world. You can let us know on our YouTube stream for the Heed Army podcast, and we're all set to go for the first home game of the season for Gateshead in the Enterprise National League. As they just roll off the advertisement sheet from the centre circle, and looks like Gateshead will be shooting towards the River Tyne in the first half, the visitors towards the Felon End. Both players are getting into a huddle at this moment in time, and both sides will be wanting to get their first points of the season.
What's on that banner?
It's hard to tell because it's too far away. It could do with being on the running track if in truth, but I'd say a nice contingent have travelled up as well from Woking on the far side. Of course, summer holidays, it's a lot easier for families to make away games and stuff. And Gateshead, you would hope for a better home crowd today, but as I say, it is the summer holidays. Some people might be away. But Woking are going to get us underway here, and they are shooting towards the Felon End, Gateshead towards the River Tyne, and live and exclusive on DAZN. We're about to get the National League season underway here for the first home game for Gateshead.
Just trying to work out what sort of formation Gateshead are playing, and it does kind of look like three centre-backs.
It certainly does. I think Robinson's going to be the left wing back, and Spellman on the far side, is it? I think it is for right wing back. And Chadwick, Supik and Botswain will be the forward three for midfield of Home and Coyle. Well, we're still waiting for it to turn 3 o'clock. The referee wants to get us off on time. Once again, thank you for joining us wherever you might be in the world and watching today. And we are underway. The ball goes all the way back to Jaskalainen, who puts that ball out wide to the right-hand side. Taylor Harris trying to win it. It's been cleared, but put straight into the mixer there, and Ferguson has to chest that out for an early corner to the visitors. Well, they were aiming for the big man there in Taylor Harris. Will they be aiming for him with this corner in the first 30 seconds? See what Woking can conjure up here. A lot of movement on the penalty spot at the moment. Bit of a huddle. There goes the break. In comes the delivery. It's headed clear by Botswain, but more up in the air. Had to be fisted away from underneath the crossbar there and headed in behind. It goes for a goal kick. And
people having a bit of a pop there about Jameson's decision to push, but he did have two very, very big players on him. I think he's done well.
I think safety first was the
100%.
The fault's in Pete Jameson's head. Home fans in good voice at the moment, as Jameson takes the goal kick up towards the halfway line. Botswain comes back to win the aerial battle. It bounces past both the players, and the ball will go out of play for a throw to Woking. And just like that, football is back at the Gateshead International Stadium as the visitors try to break, cleared by Ferguson. Supik chases the ball down and just clatters into the back there, and there's a little bit of an injury there. I think Caleb Richards is feeling that with hamstring. Yeah, he's feeling it straight away, and he's off the pitch and he's down. Well, why stop if he's off the pitch at the moment? Letters of the law, unless he's going to pull it back for a foul, is he?
Don't think he's going to pull it for a foul, but it was definitely...
But he's off the pitch. What? Okay.
It's definitely an injury there.
It is, yeah. I think as soon as...
Looked hamstring, didn't it?
Yeah, he pulled up straight away. It's not what you want to see in the early stages of the season. As soon as he put his leading leg back down, you could tell he was uncomfortable, and then the hand went down, didn't it? Down the back of the thigh. But 2.5 minutes gone, still 0-0. It is going to be a throw to the visitors. As Caleb Richards is still off the pitch. Temporarily down to 10 men. This Mark, when you tend to see a player pull up like that, it doesn't look like they're going to come back on, does it?
No, God, no.
If they do, it's not going to be for very long. But Robinson plays it back to Ferguson in the centre of defence. Plays it across to his namesake, Kyle Ferguson. Forward, looking for the run of Boatswain. He's moving all right on the far side. The ball goes out for a goal kick. So, well, he seems to be all right there, but...
just hamstrings. If it is a hamstring, you've got to be so careful.
Yeah. Well, the player seems to want to come back on. We'll see how long he lasts, if it has given any...
If you're Gateshead now, you want to test those hamstrings as soon as possible and get someone running at him.
Well, Jaskalainen places his ball down. Did his dad used to play with short-sleeved goalkeeper?
I think he did, yeah.
He did, didn't he? Of course, former Bolton and West Ham goalkeeper, as the visitors try and play the ball for Harris, just too much on it, and now it trickles for a goal kick.
Very good goalkeeper as well, as you see. He's down again.
Yeah. I think as soon as... Is
it Coley coming on?
Does look like it, yeah. Well, it's easy to say from behind the microphone, but it's always best to rest on the side of caution when you see a player pull up like that. But, of course, early stages, he'll want to be involved, try and run it off. But his afternoon comes to an early end for Caleb Richards. And Chinwiki Okoli stripped and ready to go. And quite the man mountain Okoli. Interim managers just talking to Caleb Richards as he comes off there, trying to console him. Of course, Jake Hyde and Craig Ross in charge this afternoon. In the past 2 years, very similar to Gateshead, a number of managerial changes at Woking. But Lancashire, good header on the far side as Spellman plays it forward to Supik, just too far in front of him, cleared by the visitors. It'll be a throw on the halfway line or further down the pitch even. Well, the referee does want it further back. Spellman was trying to release that ball very quickly there, wasn't he? He wants to...
He's going to have to do it quick.
That's Boatswain having to battle there. Ball cleared up the line, nodded down by Kyle Ferguson. Josh Home tries to win the ball back, but Woking pass it well, and on the left-hand side they can bring it forward. As Josh Kelly was prowling in the centre, waiting for the ball. It's been brought down now by Acer. Dispossessed though, and Billy Chadwick.
Well
good strength from Chadwick. He sees Supik on the far side. The delivery wasn't the best.
Done everything right until the pass.
Yeah, he just didn't get the power on it, did he?
Promising break as well.
Okoli is down the lane. Okoli gets it on a nice bit of 1-2, and he drives forward with the ball up against Kyle Ferguson. Ferguson staying with him. Now Ward on the far side can try and conjure something up. Twisting and turn, takes down to the dead ball line, puts it in. Didn't get the power on it though as well to get the decent cross, but the clearance is still with Okoli, who plays it inside. Josh Kelly was screaming for the ball in the centre. The delivery wasn't the greatest, and it's been put out for a corner by Robinson.
Yeah, positive start from Woking. Looking comfortable on the front foot. Gateshead, to be fair, are defending pretty well as it stands.
Just needs to be more clinical with the passes on the break. But at the moment, another corner to defend. 7 minutes gone, about to go into the 8th minute. It is 0-0 here at Gateshead International Stadium.
Two big sides, by the way.
Yeah, there's a bit of height there being added to Gateshead's back line. As the referee wants to have a little word. Ferguson switching men there.
Does look as if there is a spare man, mind.
In comes the delivery. It's going to go towards the back post. Coley gets up, but Jameson was there just to gather that ball, push off the ball. No one's seen it. Referee saying play on. As Jameson places the ball on the ground, gives it to the captain.
Yeah, there was a definite push, wasn't there?
I think if it had been on this side of the pitch,
that's not the worst ball,
it's a good ball over the top of Jääskeläinen and just to the edge of his box.
It's a lovely idea from Ferguson. Just got a little bit too much off on it. If he took a little bit off, he's in there, Ash Boatswain. But alert goalkeeping from Will Jääskeläinen.
Clearance down the pitch as
Kyle
Kyle Ferguson wins the header, goes out of play. Ward was sticking to him like glue though on the far side.
South Shields a goal down in their first home game of the season against Chorley.
Yeah, I'll give you some goal updates when there's a break in play from the round the National League. Don't think there's any at the moment. O'Coley down towards corner flag, crosses it in. It's a nice whip on it. It's going to go right through and appeals for a push. And it's been given. A little bit overzealous from Harris, says the referee.
Quite an obvious one as well, I thought.
I think Robinson just did enough there to get his body in front, didn't he?
The good thing with this
Sorry, it was Lancashire.
Gateshead defence is that they do actually have a lot of experience. You know, granted, Lancashire and Ferguson are still young as defenders, but they've got a lot of experience of this level. It's going to help them. Certainly help Lee Cottonwall as he settles into life as Gateshead manager.
Long kick by Jameson. Ferguson thighs that one forward, but ball in midfield, headed forward. It's just brought down by Lancashire, plays it over towards Supik. First team to get this down and control it will be able to create something as the ball headed forward by Coyle.
Don't do that.
And on the far side, the visitors can just slow it down. OG has the ball, lays it back to Odesina. Seiler dropping deep, gets the ball back in the centre circle, looking to get the ball moving. And I think they're going to get it out to this right-hand side with ease. The Harvester has the ball. Can he cross one in? He can. Didn't get the greatest connection and cleared by Kyle Ferguson on the far side. And that's going to come all the way towards the Woking dugout for a throw. Quickly taken. Looks like there's just been a little bit of reshaping at the back for Woking. O'Coley's come across to this right-hand side. Offside flag is up. Free kick to Gateshead. Sutton have taken the lead at home to Altrincham, as have Tamworth at home to AFC Fylde.
Interesting season for Tamworth. Bit of investment gone in there in the summer. Some decent additions, so it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. American, I think, isn't it? American investment.
I think so, yeah. There's been a lot of there always is in the summer, but it seems like there was extra transfer movement in the National League this year. It's hard to keep up with all the comings and goings around the league. As Jameson pumps that ball up to Boatswain. There's a massive shirt pull there.
To be fair, I think Boatswain's pulling as much as he's being pulled.
Jääskeläinen just outside his area. Tries to pump this ball out to Ward on the far side, and it's a great ball. And the ball bounced, well done from Ward, just over hit that one, couldn't keep it in. And it goes out for...
It's gone out far side.
Yeah.
Throw in, I think.
Must have been just on the line. With 12 minutes gone here, still 0-0. Gateshead growing into it, but Woking definitely started a little bit better. Definitely on the front foot from the get-go, weren't they, Woking? First ball forward.
Historic moment for Gisborough Town, the first home goal. And there's no Northern Premier League club beating Bradford Park Avenue as well.
Wow.
Matt Wilshaw with a goal.
A lot of movement. There's a run through the centre. Wasn't picked up by Okoli, but this ball has been picked up on the far side and driving forward. Oji puts it in as a turn in the centre. He just couldn't control it, and thankfully Ferguson was there to set Supik away. Supik cuts inside. Oh, he beats one man, the other one. He was fouled as he ran forward. Now, that's if he's going to book him for that, I think that's quite unfair because
I've got to be honest. I
thought you overhit it.
I don't think the second one's a foul. I think it's the first one.
You think it's the first one?
It's not who he's booked though. He's booked the second player.
Yeah, he's booked the second.
But I think the initial foul was by the first. I couldn't say who it was the first player, but I think he's booked. Is it Matt Ward?
He's setting the precedent there. I don't.
Brilliant.
It hasn't been that type of game.
Brilliant from Supik though.
Yeah, lovely to find himself space and try and get away from it. To be honest, it was a bit of a needless tackle because he wasn't going anywhere. The ball had already left him. Ferguson takes the free kick, gets it back on the halfway line. Pumps the ball up towards Kyle. Ferguson who wins the header, but it just skims over towards Chadwick. Yeah, Chadwick cuts inside. Home. Gives it to Robinson. Chadwick's inside if he wants it and gets it. And ball poked out for a Gateshead throw.
Signs from Gateshead that just settling into this game.
So we haven't really seen Chadwick have many touches. He was involved there. He's signing Lancashire, wearing number 5.
This looks like he has a long throw.
It certainly does look like he has a long throw. There is another goal in the National League. Hornchurch have scored away to Barrow as Lancashire launches this one in. He has got a long throw. Okoli wins the header. And Josh Kelly was a good touch. And, Ferguson trying to bring him down. Ward on the edge of the box. Can he pull the trigger? Gets past one. Oh, great save from Pete Jameson. The second ball has to be picked up. It has been by the visitors. And I do think there'll be a yellow card pulled back for David Ferguson, though. Wants a break and play. But the ball comes to Harris. Assay's in front of him. Tries to go forward himself. Good tackle. Chadwick's there to help out, and nice bit of trickery from Chadwick. Gets it to Robinson, then to Lancashire. Gets it. Not out of trouble yet. They've got to get the ball further up as Ferguson in the penalty area pumps the ball forward. It's a deceiving ball, that one. And Woking have done well. And that goal at for Hornchurch has been corrected. It is still 0-0 at Barrow. 16 minutes gone here, still 0-0.
It was Roy Seiler that was booked for, or Siller, that was booked for Woking.
Yeah, I still think it's a harsh yellow myself.
Me too.
Ball
Dangerous
back.
that though, great save from Jameson, stood big.
Yeah.
Used all of his experience.
Ward did very well just until the finish. Still think we're going to see once the ball goes out of play or there's a break in play, I still think Ferguson will get a yellow card. I'll say nothing more than well, obviously if it was a red they would have done it straight away, but the yellow is Boatswain tried to nod that ball on for Billy Chadwick, but the visitors just passing it around nicely at the back, using the space. Ball goes out to the far side. Oji couldn't keep it in. Good pressure.
Yeah, that's a booking, by the way.
Yeah, well, he purposely knew and walked on the pitch with the ball. Well, Lancashire goes over.
A little bit of gamesmanship there, but got away with it.
Wow. Lancashire. Lofted ball into the area there. Oh, Okoli just wiping out like it's more like 10-pin ball in there. He just wiped out everyone in front of him to clear that one, but he got to it.
Good ball.
Chadwick. Oh, nice turn. Lays it off to Josh Home. Back to Robinson. It's all on the left-hand side at the moment. Goes back to Ferguson outside the gated area. Gateshead just slowing it down somewhat here. They want some movement in the middle. They need options. Lancashire Plays it forward. Chadwick gives it to Josh Home. That's good. Oh, just they didn't have anyone making a run, did they? Not in...
It's very static top end of the pitch at the moment. Just need a little bit more from Suffolk and Spellman. Nash Boatswain obviously in that lead role.
Robinson, left-hand side, chips the ball forward. It's up towards Boatswain, but Okoli will be able to eat that up all day. But Supik picks it up in midfield and drives forward with the ball in this left-hand side, driving down, takes it in, puts a cross in, too close to the goalkeeper and not enough power on it. But signs from Gateshead that they can open up this defence.
Yeah, and really positive from Supik picking up that ball in the number 10 and just driving it. Driving at the Woking defence, just couldn't get enough quality on the cross.
A deceiving turn of pace.
Yeah, absolutely. And Woking, worryingly for them, didn't really react to it either.
Okoli brings the ball forward up to the halfway line. Josh Kelly getting involved, plays it to Asser. Foul given. Well, it looks like David Ferguson's got away with that yellow.
The ref forgot about it.
Yeah.
I think you're right. I think it should have been a yellow.
It was a professional. Tried to take him out, didn't he, inside the Woking half. Ball across far side is Ward. Chips it into the centre, but Gateshead can clear. Spellman gets it up there. Flicked on by Chadwick, but only as far as Woking player goes for an audacious shot.
Goal that would have been.
Tell you what, it got the dip on it just too wide. And it wasn't that far wide either, I don't think.
Unbelievable effort, that. And if it goes in, you're talking, cancelled goal of the season, because that probably would have been it. But unbelievable strike.
And that brings the Woking fans to life at the north end of the Tyne Weir stand. As I mentioned early on in the commentary, they've come up in decent numbers today. Jameson just taking his time and now takes the goal kick. Boatswain and Coley are absolutely wrestling each other there, but I know the Gateshead fans are up in arms, but they were both giving as good as each other.
They certainly were, yeah. I think that's going to be a feature of this game, isn't it?
It certainly is, as Coyle gives it to Home in the centre. Back to Kyle Ferguson, David Ferguson, who became a new father this week. Congratulations to the Ferguson family. A little girl, I believe. As Gateshead just play it back to Jameson. Well, brought down by Ferguson, can give it to Home. Home can give it to Robinson. Robinson, he had to turn. He's
done well.
Yeah. Coyle plays a ball across our side. Spellman is going to get there, and keep it in at the corner flag. He's done very well. Puts a cross in. Had a bit of whip on it, and easy for the Woking defence to bring it away, but still signs.
Challenge. Oh, he got the ball.
Well, letter of the law was from behind. He might have won the ball, but he won a lot of the man as well. In the good old days, that would have just been a good tackle.
I had a good chat with Lee Cattermole, about his attitude on the sideline in the friendlies. I thought he was really, really composed and really quiet. He is not happy with that decision. No. He was during pre-season really quiet and composed on the touchline, taking everything in. But he's far from happy with that.
I think once it's competitive, we see the competitive Lee Cattermole. Well, cleared by Lancashire. It's going to be picked up in midfield though by the visitors. Seiler, some nice movement there. Asser didn't have any options to put it into the middle. There was movement, but nothing concrete. And at the moment,
Gateshead at the moment just need a little bit more from Ash Boatswain.
Yeah. Harris gets it on the right hand side. He's got the overlap, but cuts inside himself. Chadwick, good work to stick with him. Asser gives it to Akinola, back to Asser. Akinola just starting to get more involved in this game as well in the centre. Out to the far side as OG plays it forward. Ward cuts in, plays it off a Gateshead player now. they can try and get this ball forward. That wasn't the greatest ball to Home, but Gateshead do get it back, and
Needs an option
Home
here.
can bring it forward. He looks over. Oh, just now we can release
Great
the
ball.
ball to Spellman on the far side, who brings the ball down. Needs some support though.
Nice done,
Midfield
well,
sitting a little bit deep at the moment, but Coyle has it.
Good
Gets
ball.
it back to Spellman. Spellman, well, free kick.
Dangerous one, this.
It's a couple of times we've just seen his interview when he arrived. He said he wants to create things and excite the fans, and that's the second time now we've just seen him with the first touch create space for himself.
Yeah, it's a lovely little touch as well, just to take it beyond the defender. Just trying to see who's around this, or are a few Gateshead players looking over it.
It's about 25 yards out, maybe a little bit more.
Chadwick possibly.
Chadwick does stand there, as does Spellman is standing over the ball as well. So, which one? They're both deep conversation, both still stood in position like they can take it. One right foot, one left foot.
I think Chadwick was the one that hit one from this range against Newcastle, wasn't he?
I think he was, yeah. He seems to be the one that's standing back with more purpose here, Billy Chadwick. 24 minutes gone. Can he make the goalkeeper work from this distance?
Well, you know, Spellman looks
Yeah.
more than interested.
Chadwick steps forward and just doesn't get the dip on it. It goes over the top of the bar and over the running track. Southend have taken the lead in the National League. It is Southend 1, Scunthorpe 0 down at Roots Hall. A very busy summer for Kieran Dyer down at Southend, having to rebuild and reinvigor.
Been some very interesting appointments, hasn't there, this summer in the National League. Lots of former Premier League players being appointed,
It certainly has.
including the one in the home dugout today, obviously.
We mentioned earlier on we were expecting one in the away dugout as well, but football has a way of twisting and turning, as does the games, as Ferguson hooks that ball up towards Supik, who wins the header but couldn't get to Seiler. The suspicions of handball there, but no one nearer appealed for it. It looked like it from up here, but the ball goes out to OG on the far side.
Suspect there's a reason no one appealed for it.
Certainly. As that ball intercepted by Coyle, but there was a foul before he got it. There's a free kick to the visitors, already taken. Coley brings the ball forward, out to Asser. Akinola just couldn't control it, and Gateshead come away with the ball. As Robinson gives it to Lancashire. Lancashire pumps the ball up towards Boatswain, but it bounces through. Supik nods it on for Billy Chadwick, and well, he's going to pull it back there. Well, he's seen there was no advantage. Chadwick had I think he had lost the foot race there going forward, but
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
took one in the thigh, it looks, or the hip, didn't it there? For Supik, he's up though. The killer Kiwi, made of stern stuff.
Sticking with that, aren't you?
I am. If he scores a diving header, he'll be the flying Kiwi. Ben Clark in deep conversation with the fourth official.
Martin Smith as well, getting involved. We'll have a piece coming out this week with Martin Smith. Really interesting chat I had with him about life as a coach and a player.
He spoke very well at the talk-in a couple of weeks ago. Both him, Lee Cattermole and Ben Clark, very excited about the season and the prospect of what they've got on their hands with the team that they're building. Free kick comes to nothing. It's been headed away, but Spellman just pushed from behind, and Gateshead have another opportunity to get this ball up in and around the box from the right wing. Billy Chadwick just pulling away here. This left-hand side, he's been seen. Yeah. As he looks to the sky that the ball didn't come over, but that's a nice ball to Supik down the line from Spellman. Supik just can't get past his man up there. As Akinola doing some good defensive work, but Ferguson brings the ball down.
Did the hard
Ferguson, and Oh,
Good win.
Gateshead win the ball in midfield. Oh, Home just tried to play it through. Coyle gets it to Home. Home gives up. There is a player still down. I think it's Kelly for the visitors. As Gateshead just on the halfway line. Coyle to Home. Ferguson plays it to Kyle Ferguson, and that's a foul from behind. And if that was born out of frustration, that one, I think.
Yeah, I think it'll be a few words. No more than that. Just a little bit clumsy.
Still doesn't mention of Rocco Coyle. First time I've seen him. Obviously he signed on the eve of the start of the season, and looks very competent on the ball, doesn't he? Looks composed, doesn't look rushed.
Been really good.
Ball forward for Supik to try and chase on to. Fortunately for Woking, it just deflected off their own players there, but the ball forward isn't the greatest. There is a goal in the National League down at Wealdstone, and Harrogate have taken the lead there, and there is some other goals. Worthing are winning 1-0 against Forest Green, and Yeovil are winning 1-0 at home to Carlisle. So goals are plenty around the National League. That's going to be a push in the back, and free kick just on the centre spot there. Referee having a word with all involved.
Has been a classic, has it?
Looked like the first 5 minutes, it looked like it was going to start with a bit of gusto, but Gateshead holding a very good shape. That's one thing that we noticed against Newcastle United in that pre-season friendly. You know, they won't be panicked, and they're still holding that shape, but I think in the transitions where they need to learn to maybe let go and create something, but Supik's trying to do that as we speak, and that's going to be a free kick, as Supik just couldn't get to the ball. The referee's going to come over and have a little word. Now, I feared earlier on when the yellow card came out for that tackle before that, you know, some of these other tackles that we might have seen yellow cards as well, but he's kept them in. 30 minutes gone, still 0-0 here at Gateshead International Stadium, live and exclusive on DAZN, home of Enterprise National League football. As Boston United have just scored on the road to Solihull Moors. Ball comes back to Jaskalainen. Cooley just sent Billy Chadwick for the pies, but a little bit of a tussle, and a free kick awarded to Woking. Taken now. Back to Jaskalainen. Nice to see both goalkeepers in green, Mark. We've had a lot of... I'm a stickler for it. I like to see black boots as well.
Traditionalist, eh?
Yeah. As now they bring the ball forward with purpose. Osina plays it forward, and he's got the ball back edge of the area. And can he lay it out? Ward still with the ball, plays it through. Josh Kelly, oh, he couldn't get to it. Goes across the face of goal. He comes sliding in, and behind it goes for a goal kick, and the best opportunity of the game so far for either side. And really, Kelly had the goal at his mercy. He just couldn't make a connection.
Just a little bit sloppy at the back there from Gateshead. Just switched off. Kelly always alert. Just needed just be a couple inches taller. I think he would have got to that. Not that I can say much.
Well, Ferguson, well, we're talking about old-fashioned and stickler. He's got his boots painted completely black. I like it. But now that aerial ball, it's going to go out of play for a Gateshead throw. Nodded out.
There's something quite heartening about the fact Gateshead have still got to defend with a long throw, isn't it?
It is, yeah. You know, it was a big feature in the tactics, and Nicholson's throw last season was as good and, dare I say, better than a corner at times. Ball goes out to play for another throw to Gateshead, this time on the halfway line.
Few goals going in involving our clubs lower down the pyramid, northeast clubs. Ashington 1-0 up at Stocksbridge, and Dunstan just down the road from where we are here at Gateshead. They're 1-0 down against Garforth Town in the NPL East.
There's a throw taken on the far side. Boatway, both wrestling. Looked like he was pulled down there, but I think the referee's going to have a little bit of a word here because it's.
Well, I think there's
the competitive edge is great, but I just think both players need to be told, just you're playing football, not rugby.
Yeah, I think it'll just continue.
As we've got it going on here, off the ball as Robinson and Harris are getting in each other's way. Ward brings the ball down on the far side. Spellman trying to put him off. All comes in. Gateshead can clear it, but only as far as the walking defenders who pick it up to Sayre in the centre. Plays it out to OG on the far side, chipped forward. The ball, there's a run from Turner. Is it the corner flag? Does well to play the ball off Kyle Ferguson for a corner. As it's been taken short, Turner lays it off to Ward. Ward on the corner of the box. Can he cross this one in? He can. Only into the 5. Boatwain, who tries to... Oh, and he has set Billy Chadwick away. There's a slip in defence. As I say, couldn't control it. Chadwick driving forward. Can he pull the trigger? He couldn't get the power on the shot, and Jääskeläinen down to his left can stop that one. And in the space of 2 minutes, both sides have had the best chances of the game. But a Sayre's slip, or miss control there, let Billy Chadwick through.
Yeah, I think it's just a weak effort in the end, isn't it?
Well, Robinson goes down, appeals for a foul, but it wasn't given. Akinola just plays it across to Ward, who seems to be coming more alive in this game down that left-hand side for the visitors. Back to Akinola. Seiler to a Sayre. Harris is on this right-hand side and receives it. Cuts inside. Does well, does very well, gets past 2, lays it off.
Tackle.
Good tackle there from Lancashire, and Chadwick just slows it down. Robinson does spot.
What a ball that is.
Boatwain in space, brings the ball down. He needs support. He was fouled there, and seems to have... He's in some distress there. I think he's going to get up, though.
Yeah, Chadwick, again, it's just a power thing, isn't it? He
Yeah.
just hasn't got enough on the shot. It's a pretty routine save in the end from Jääskeläinen.
Well, I think he spent all his energy on the driving run to get there, and obviously trying to guard the ball from 2 defenders coming before he could take the shot.
I mean, you look at, there's been a lot of talk about departures at Gateshead, but you look at the players on the bench, there's options here for Lee Cattermole if he wants to make a change.
Nice cross into the box. It's going to be too close to the keeper. Swings in. Spellman again, just trying to create something. As Harris and Robinson. Robinson left on the ground as Harris gets it. Well, got it in front of him, but Ferguson was there to clear it.
Oh, great touch.
Seiler brings it down well, lays it out. Oh, that's good vision to bring Harris into play. Right hand side, driving down. Assay's there for company. Plays it inside though, and Seiler lays it across. And OG, they're just trying to find some space in and around the box now. They're probing, walking. Assay back inside to Seiler. Gateshead holding a good shape though, making walking look to probe and pass the ball out to OG on the far side. Ward, left hand side up against Spellman. Cuts inside, he's done well. Oh, he's tried to beat him again. Plays it inside to Turner. Turner, first time little chip into the box and hasn't been fully cleared there. It's been cleared, and Gateshead need to push out and get this ball as Boatwain pulled to the ground. Referee says no. And it's just getting a little bit niggly there for Boatwain and the defenders.
I think there may have been another injury here. Walking player just hobbling. I don't know if it's just a bit of
Yeah,
impact.
he seems to be moving all right there. It was Assay, wasn't it? Just as he landed, I don't know if he's twisted his ankle or someone stood up. He's just testing it there. There is a throw in here, level with the corner of the box. Harris and Akinola showing. Harris gets the ball. Plays it off a Gateshead player and out for another throw about 5 yards further up the pitch.
The long throw coming in. Looks like Coley's come over.
Yeah. I thought he's done pretty well, Coley, since he's come
Coley,
on.
sorry, it's not.
It's OG. OG. It's a long throw, in it goes, right in the danger zone. Has to be cleared. The second ball, Chadwick does manage to clear the lines, and Gateshead need to push out here because Ward will receive the ball and plays it all the way back to Jaskalainen, who's outside his area. That's not a bad one up towards Coley. Offside flag goes off. Ben Clark, I'll appreciate that. Former defender for Gateshead, of course.
You've got to look at this from Gateshead, and it is effectively a new backline, completely new, apart from David Ferguson and Jameson, obviously. So what they've done in the first sort of 37, 38 minutes now is pretty impressive. They've, barring the one-on-one chance that Jameson saved, they've done pretty well, to be fair to them.
I would, as I say, I don't like to keep harping back to pre-season, but we've seen a regimented defensive and team performance against Newcastle, and we're seeing shades of that. No one's being pulled out of position in defensive duties, so it looks like the additions that he's brought in have just added to that style of play.
As I said, though, there's experience in there, isn't there? They've got experience at the level, I should say. So what they're seeing here from Woking or from any other team at this level, it won't be a surprise to them. They've done it here. So it's just a case of finding that cohesion as a unit that hopefully they're fighting pretty quickly.
Yeah, it seemed to have at the moment. They look like they've been playing together for a little while. There hasn't been any miscommunication at the back. I think just
too easy that from Boatwain, giving fouls away.
Yeah,
didn't need to. Had the player facing the wrong way or the right way from Gateshead point of view.
39 minutes gone. Still 0-0 here at Gateshead International Stadium as the Turner just gives the ball back to OG.
I just think from a Gateshead point of view, they're going to have to try and get Luke Suppick and Chadwick into the game a bit more.
Yeah, at times it just feels like there's a good 20-yard gap between the midfield and the forward line. Since one might need to be a little bit more deep lying from the forward line to help give an option as Langshire's clearance goes up in the air. Gateshead do pick it up in the middle though. Josh Home, no communication there. Tried to put the ball over the top for Suppick, but Suppick...
Ball wasn't on.
No.
It just wasn't on. There was nothing there. Dunstan now 2-0 down against Garforth.
Wow. Of course, Dunstan on the back of 2 seasons where they've lost out in the playoffs. Looking to go one better this year. They've also been busy in the transfer market.
It's actually 3 years.
Is it 3 years? Yeah, wow.
Twice in the final, once in the semi-final.
Long ball. Josh Kelly runs through. Jameson. Well, yeah, foul on the keeper there.
I tell you what, Josh Kelly may well be injured as well here.
Yeah, he did land awkward, didn't he? That'll not... He's not remonstrating about the foul. I think he's hurt himself there. Yeah. Well, referee.
Oh, this doesn't look good,
No, I think you know what it is. He rolled his ankle there. I know. We mentioned it before that he's went off the pitch, but the game will carry on now. He's receiving treatment.
The fact Pete Jameson's just signalled for someone to come over quickly.
Yeah,
suggests this may be something bad.
You know what it is?
Well, not bad, but it looks more serious.
Yeah. I think it's his ankle. Yeah, not what we want to see. Josh Kelly down injured. Just seemed to land awkward as he went down. I think the leading foot as he landed as twisted as he went down. Yeah, that's not great because he was he was a real handful in this first half so far. But Josh Kelly receiving treatment.
You'd imagine you may well see Aidan O'Brien on.
Quite possibly. Well, the referee saying he hadn't blown the whistle. Gateshead trying to kick off there.
It was definitely a whistle sound, mind.
There was. Well, he's up. He's hopping though, yeah.
I think his boot's off, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, he's back down. I think he's in some discomfort there.
You've got a feel for Woking, two injuries in the space of...
Yeah.
It's a great ball.
Oh, lovely ball over to Spellman. Can he get there?
As well.
He has. He needs something though. Can he conjure it up from that side? Coyle puts it in, just
poor.
didn't get the lift on it, did he? As Robinson, Akinola, nice touch to leave Robinson on the floor. And now Harris, it's 2-on-2 as they're coming together off the ball. Harris inside, tries to get a shot. There's another
Brilliant
player down.
Ferguson.
And Ferguson and Coyle have come together there, but he's stood on. The referee hasn't seen it, hasn't he? He's played on his head injury. A referee, so 2 players down at the moment. Well, Pete Jameson is not very happy at all. The incident happened off the ball. I didn't see exactly what happened because I was following the ball. They were on the other side of the boxes, were running in. But the game's developing a little bit of a niggle, Mark.
I don't mind that. Not at all. Not at all.
During this unexpected hiatus,
Well, he's up downward, and it is going to be Aidan O'Brien coming on.
Smith, assisted by Derek Burrows and Conor Ledgway, and your fourth official is Mr. Martin Mitchell.
Yeah, I think they're going to need the stretcher there. One of the Gateshead assistant coaches there is coming round. Player is still down, Josh Kelly on the far side, but he has been replaced. And as you say there, Mark, just before, you don't want to see any players leaving the game early, let alone 2 in the early stages. And, well, the medics are going round with the stretcher for Josh Kelly. Well,
Now, I may be wrong here, but I do wonder if Aidan O'Brien played with Lee Cattermole at Sunderland.
you're going to have a little search there, eh? As the ball comes out to Spellman. Spellman turns to run with the ball.
Substitution.
Cuts inside. Tries to play it through for Boatswain. And, keeper was always going to get there in front.
Josh Kelly, unfortunately, leave the pitch. Didn't look great. Being replaced by number 10, Aidan O'Brien.
Well, I think it goes out saying we hope Josh Kelly's injury isn't that bad. But obviously, at the moment, he's in a fair bit of pain.
It's good.
On the far side, waiting for the stretcher. But that was good work from Lancashire. As Aidan O'Brien was putting the pressure on. Goal kick to Gateshead. Well, Jameson, long goal kick, very long goal kick, and yeah, I think the referee needs to have a little word with the 2 players here, and just 4 minutes added on here at the end of the first half, and that's what he's doing now. I think he does need to have just to calm it down.
4 minutes additional time. 4 minutes.
Bit scrappy, isn't it?
Yeah. A little bit needless. We have got 4 minutes added on at the end here. Well, Jaskalainen's going to take the free kick about 20 yards from the halfway line. Jaskalainen wearing the captain's armband. As he puts that ball out to the far side. There's nobody there, and Spellman brings it down. Can he get it forward to Supik? He can. Supik, he's going to get past his man. Good defending by OG, and, well, judged to have fouled him there. Got his body in front of the man. Drew the foul. Supik is a little bit annoyed by that one.
It's a no, by the way.
It's a no on the, did they play it together?
Yeah, Lee left before Aidan O'Brien arrived at Sunderland. That was the way I was edging towards, I've got to be honest. Yeah, really scrappy first half though, isn't it? It's been disappointing, I think, from both sides. It has sort of descended
I think the injury as well to Josh Kelly, who's currently being stretchered around the pitch at the moment, just sucked a little bit of air out the game as well. As the ball forward for Ward and O'Brien to try and get on to, but Kyle Ferguson
gets
was
a ball up, by the way.
Crucial interceptions there. Comes off a walking player.
Did we see how much was?
4 minutes has been added on.
I imagine it'll be a little bit more now.
Yeah, he's in some discomfort coming down. And he's getting a nice round of applause from the Tyne-and-Wear stand from both sets of fans as boats win, and Origi's still battling there. Akinola does well to get the ball under control in midfield and looks to get this ball moving forward, but Coyle's stuck to him like glue. Out to Harris, right-hand side. A sail in the overlap, but Harris has cut inside, which we've seen a few times so far. O'Brien gets it out to a set. O'Brien sees Harris with a run into the box, takes it down to the dead ball line, has to keep it in, and comes off for a throw-in next to the corner flag. Well, 2 first-half substitutions forced through injury for the visitors Woking. We've got about a minute left if the scoreboard to our right is in tune with the referee's watch. And we've got a long throw coming in from OG on this right-hand side. In comes the delivery. It's a long one. Oh, it's going to bounce. Oh, scrappy in the area. Still hasn't been cleared yet. And
by the way,
Odesina, was that off the line?
Whoever that was, back post, that's an incredible header.
Well, it's another corner on the far side. Woking still trying to...
It's going to be right on top of Jameson, this.
Yeah, you can see there it is. It comes right in and headed clear by Gateshead, hooked clear by Coyle. Akinola picks it up, plays it out to Ward on the far side, and Ward takes a touch. Cuts inside, puts it in, left-footed, and there's he's on the volley there, trying to get that, and the ball goes out of play for a goal kick. And there is the half-time whistle. Remember, don't miss proper football with the National League on DAZN this season. Over 400 live games, every team shown at least 30 times. Get closer with exclusive content, go behind the scenes at every club, and relive unforgettable classic matches. Proper football only on DAZN. Well, the half-time whistle has gone. It's still 0-0 here. And Mark, niggly game at times, but for the visitors, they'll be upset that they've lost 2 players through injuries already. And, they haven't had the best summer, and it's not been the best start of the season for them on the pitch at the moment, whether injury or result.
No, not at all. Real blow early on, wasn't it? Losing Caleb Richards, and then Josh Kelly going off just for half time there with that injury. I just think it's been a scrappy first half. Neither side have really found any rhythm. Gateshead have had little moments where, particularly with Luke Suppick and Billy Chadwick, but I just feel sort of second half of the first half, they just haven't got those 2 in the game enough. For the visitors, as I say, it's really how they adjust this forward line. Obviously, Aidan O'Brien coming on with EFL experience, see how he goes. But I think both sides have to improve second half.
They certainly do. Well, we will be back in about 10 minutes with all the half-time scores from around the Enterprise National League. My name's David Gaddis, and with Mark Carruthers, and we'll be back very soon.
If you're not sure where room 7 is, please ask a steward.
Well, hello there. We are back to give you your half-time scores here from Gateshead International Stadium and in the National League. This is how the scores are at this moment in time. Let's get the screen up ready for it. It's Aldershot 0, Hartlepool 0, Barrow 0, Hornchurch 0, FC Halifax 0, Boringwood 1, 0-0 here at Gateshead International Stadium. It's Kidderminster 0, Eastleigh 0, Solihull Moors 0, Boston 1, Southend 1, Scunthorpe 0, Sutton United 1, Altrincham 0. It is goals aplenty down at Tamworth. It's Tamworth 1, AFC Fylde 2. Brett Ormerod, not Brett Ormerod, Brett Ormerod's son. It's Ormerod and Curtis Main with the goals there. It's 1-1 between Harrogate and Wealdstone down at Wealdstone. Worthing are winning 1-0 at home to Robbie Savage's Forest Green, and Yeovil are winning 1-0 at half-time against Carlisle. So that is how the National League stands at the moment. Goals are plenty. The teams are coming back out here onto the pitch for the second half. Live and exclusive on the Zone. You know where to be if you want to watch us. And a big thank you if you're listening on the Heed Army podcast as well. Hit like and subscribe. Send us a message. We'll try and read it out when we have a break in play. But it does look like, I think there could be another substitution coming here because the fourth official has the board already. Do the visitors have a change coming up? It looks like Ward could be coming off here for the visitors. It's the only number 11 on the pitch. And we'll see if that is going to be right. But could they be forced into their third substitution here? Or 17, actually. Could be Rocco Coyle coming off for, yeah, it looks like it's Gateshead. Looks like Keown Lewis Burgess is going to be coming on for Gateshead here. So,
Just before the second half commences,
is this a change in tactic and formation? We don't really know much about Lewis Burgess, what type of midfielder he is, but David Ferguson leads his side back out onto the pitch. And we are just looking to confirm if Rocco Coyle is coming back out for the second half. Doesn't look like it.
Surprised it's not Fenton John.
Yeah, I was surprised that Fenton John wasn't. Well, there's the only player that hasn't come back out is Rocco Coyle. I'm guessing it's more tactic than injury because it didn't look like he had picked up a knock. But Lewis Burgess, about to make his debut, signed this week on loan from MK Dons until January. He gets a pat on the back from Ben Clark as he enters onto the pitch wearing number 38. Well, he seems to be going to a defensive position here. Whether that's just the shape of the kick-off, but
just be from kick-off.
Yeah. Gateshead shooting towards the Fenland end. The visitors towards the River Tyne. Still 0-0 here. We're about to get underway with the second half. Live and exclusive on DAZN. Enterprise National League Football.
17, Rocco Coyle, being replaced by another newcomer, number 38, Keown Lewis Burgess.
Well,
Come on, ref.
Supik stands over the ball, ready to get us underway here. There is the whistle. We're underway. It goes all the way back to Pete Jameson, who plays the ball out to the left-hand side. Boatswain couldn't get enough air for that one, and out it goes for a throw-in on the far side. Asser has the ball. He launches it down the right-hand touchline. Foul.
That doesn't mean to go on, eh?
Yeah.
Or just carry on from the first half. It does. You're right. You know, it does look as if he's gone in at.
He's gone in at
right back.
Yeah, right back here.
Robinson at midfield, back four. Gateshead.
Does look like it's went to a back four, doesn't it? With Robinson playing left back. There's
Literally just two hands in the back there.
centre back Ferguson's, Kyle and David, as Boatwain battles with Odesina. And
Good.
good Spellman picks up the ball, plays it into the centre. Subic, he just couldn't turn. He's still got the ball though, lays it into mid. Now it comes across Robinson. Boatwain! Oh! Wow. Well, it goes out for a goal kick. It didn't look like it was a save, but Boatwain was in the right place at the right time. He just couldn't make the back of the net ripple. And Gateshead starting the second half on the front foot here with a slight change in formation and one change in personnel.
Hits a target, he scores there. It's a great ball in from the left-hand side.
Yeah, Robinson got the ball in really well. Well, Jaskalainen gets us back underway. Ferguson tussling with O'Brien, and well, yeah, as you say, Mark, start as we mean to go on. It's carried on very much in the same vein as it finished the first half, isn't it?
Yeah, very scrappy. Very scrappy.
Well, Lewis Burgess gets his first touch, wins a throw-in for the team. Lee Catmull happy with his battle in there. Supic shows the ball forward. It's going to come back to Lewis Burgess, who chests it down. Home looks to send Chadwick away first time. And Asser read that very well, clears the ball, but only as far as Lancashire. It looks like Robinson's went into midfield. Oh no, he's just
No, he has gone in midfield.
Yeah, he's went midfield. Yeah, and Lancashire left back. And Supic has dropped into that, and we're seeing Spellman further forward.
Oh, well done.
Nicely brought down by OG there. Coley lays it off to Asser. Goes all the way back to Jaskalainen on the edge of his box. Supic chasing down. OG nods it into the centre. Ferguson reads that well, gets there. Home holds it up. He's under pressure. He needs to find someone to lay it off to, though. Plays it off Turner, and it's a throw into Gateshead.
Got a piece coming out this week about Home, by the way, about Josh Home. Obviously named as vice captain for the season. I thought it was quite a surprise pick, given his relative lack of experience. But got some lovely quotes from Lee Catmull about why he was selected. And
well, you know, as I say, people say you can't read too much into pre-season, but right from the get-go, Josh Home picked up where he left off at the back end of last season. A real player that progressed and grew as the season went on, and you know, just seems to have carried that vein. But he was captain at Birmingham Under-21s, wasn't he? I believe.
That's lovely.
Lewis Burgess, nice crossfield ball, gets it across. Nice touch from Chadwick, sets Robinson away. Robinson puts it into the centre. Oh, just too close to the goalkeeper. I think he went for a shot himself there. Apparently I've been corrected, it's pronounced O'Brien. Yeah.
Oh.
Akinola brings Asser into play. Right hand side, Harris has the ball. Asser's on the overlap, plays it through. It's a nice ball. Can he get the cross in? He can, but it goes behind and out for a goal kick.
Yeah, it's been better from Gateshead second half so far. Just a little bit more quality in the final third needed.
Well, they've obviously addressed and looked at the way Gateshead weren't able to get the ball forward, and also as well, I think the foot race between Lewis Burgess and Dan Ward's a bit more fair now. Dan Ward's got a bit of pace up against him there. He's going to have to really battle to get past him, but the early signs that the changes have been productive so far for Gateshead is, nice flick on by Boatwain and Supic. Jaskalainen, just a little bit of butterfingers there, and I think Supic has hurt himself as he's went down, as he's jumped over. He's up at the moment, though, a little bit gingerly. I think he'll be all right. He's running that off. But Yeah, it wouldn't be nice to see another injury in this game. Ball comes across to Ward, brings it down, feels for handball, but Lewis Burgess uses his body lovely. And
It's a hell of a
Pete
kick,
Jameson
Stays
pumped
in.
that ball forward.
That's
It's
just
just
gone.
going to bounce out. 52 minutes gone, still 0-0 here at Gateshead International Stadium. OG gets it to Turner, back to OG, and it come back at him quite a bit faster than what he was expecting, and off the side of the ankle and out. Is Lancashire going to come over for this one? He is. No, he's not.
Someone's going to have to.
Yeah, Spellman. There we go. Home makes the run, showed for it. Going to get back to Spellman. He can. Spellman's marked. Lewis Burgess.
What a cross.
Tell you what, though, Supik, or even Lancashire's going to get to this one. Can he keep it in? He can't, but he wins a corner. That was a deceiving whipped cross in there, wasn't it, by Lewis Burgess?
It's looked good since he's come on.
Yeah.
Really good. I mean, look, like I said, I don't know too much about him, but from everything he sees, midfielder, sort of slot in at right back as he has done. Yeah, really bright. I know it's very early stages, but everything he's done so far has been good.
Corner on the far side. Spellman places the ball down. A lot of pushing and shoving both way in. And one of the players still going. They're really trying to get a reaction out of both way in here. I think this one could be coming an outswinger here because Martin Smith's telling them where to go. Up, home. Told the show. Spellman still yet to referee still having words with everyone inside the.
Josh Kelly's just been stretched out, by the way.
Has he?
Walking striker, he's just going out.
Yeah, that's
Doesn't
not
look good.
great. Josh, yeah, wish him well. Taken short, given to Spellman. Can he cross this one in? Robinson on the edge of the area. Back to Spellman. He's got time. He's got space. He picks out a cross straight off the player and out for another corner. Another goal in the National League. Harrogate are winning 2-1 away to Wealdstone, and Boston have doubled their lead away to Solihull Moors. Still 0-0 here though, as Spellman stands over this one, puts it in. It's a low one towards the near post, and O'Brien clears that one out on the far side. And Gateshead have a good sustained bit of pressure here, but they really do need to build on it.
And they need to test the goalkeeper, test Jaskalainen.
Yeah. The only shots that have come at him have been lacking power, haven't they? Lancashire dries the ball on his shirt on the far side. It's going to be a long throw. It's got height. It's got legs. Comes in, but headed clear. Only is far back to Lancashire. Lancashire gets it in. Goal, just a flick on! In the back of the net! And there you go! And I think that has went in direct, by the reaction of the players. Lancashire on his debut with a goal. 55 minutes gone here at Gateshead International Stadium. Gateshead 1, Woking 0. Well, we're not blessed with free. Yeah.
Sometimes you need a bit of luck, Dave. And got it there. Throw in, cleared back to him. And all he's done really is just put the ball back in.
Just whipped it in, hasn't he?
And put it into a dangerous area. It's not a great cross. Funny enough, as the ball's got in my head I'm going, that's really poor. it's just evaded everyone.
I initially thought Boatswain had put a leg out to get a touch, but the reaction of the players just showed you that it just went in direct and bounced through. And Woking will be disappointed with that one, but sometimes you've got to buy a raffle ticket to win the raffle, haven't you?
There are some very enthusiastic celebrations along from us here. I do wonder if it's possibly members of Lancashire's family.
Well, we know who the favourite Lancashire brother is because the other one's playing for Middlesbrough at the moment, so there we go. But Alex Lancashire off the mark, gets its number 5 with a home debut goal.
Your goal scorer for Gateshead.
As it's under defensive duties now, and Ferguson, well, I think there'll be a yellow card here for Ferguson, and see if the referee does, because it could have been a red if he had got that yellow in the first half that they forgot to call back. But Gateshead with a goal lead here. Hornchurch have taken the lead now away to Barrow after that goal that was corrected in the first half. And looks like the referee isn't going to give a yellow card for that one. I thought there might have been. Free kick. About 19 yards out, right-hand side of the box. Right near the corner of the box on the right-hand side. Got it. If you're going to get it in, it's got to get up and down in a short space, but... 3
very, very big players back post here. I mean, it does look as if it's made for a shot. 4 very big players at the back post now. But it does look as if the shot is on.
Yeah, if you can get the whip on this, it'll be dangerous. O'Brien's pulled away to the back post. And, great save. And it's been kept in as well and then cleared. But that was telegraphed, that ball, wasn't it? Throw into the visitors.
It's pretty poor from Gateshead, I've got to be honest, because someone switched off and O'Brien's just peeled away back post and he's on his own. He probably needs to go across goal there, but Jameson with a smart save.
OG just getting through the Gateshead substitute to take this throw. It's a long one as pushes and shoving as the ball bounced through, and Ferguson clears the ball, and Ferguson's down there, just got caught, I think. As the Woking physio stands up again, there is a Woking player down. I think it's no, it's not Akinola. It's Odesina. He's up though. Ferguson. He's getting up. Woking physio will be saying not another one.
Working overtime.
He's had a very busy afternoon at the moment.
They have been really unfortunate today working.
That's because
I'm reading results from lower leagues.
Yeah.
They've been really unfortunate Woking. The injury at the start of the game when Caleb Richards went off, and then they lose Josh Kelly, of course, two big players for them. And I mean, the goal they concede as well, it's such a scrappy goal, isn't it? And it just hasn't been their day at the moment. And a long way to go yet, still half an hour. But Gateshead just have to build on what they've done. It's been a really positive second half. And they've got options off the bench as well. We speak about Fenton John, Tommy Lavery can come on, Harry Chapman can come on.
Ball cleared by Jameson. Goes out of play for a Gateshead throw on the left-hand side.
By the way, Pete Jameson's been great today.
He has, yeah. When he's been called upon, he's acted well.
Look, not that you should read too much into social media, but there was a little bit of criticism and I don't say unhappiness, but some people not overly keen on him playing today. But he's done well, really well.
I'd say who'd want to be a referee or a goalkeeper, really, isn't it? But the ball, long throw comes in from Lancashire.
Shoot.
McCauley headed out back to Lancashire. Robinson. Back to Lancashire. Lancashire just protects the ball, was pushed to the ground.
Two-hand push.
And he can't believe it, Harris.
How can you not think that's a foul? It's literally two hands.
Yeah. And I'll commend the referee here because, I thought he was setting a precedent earlier on. Yeah, Lee Catmull's Black White Army, they're singing. I thought he was setting a precedent with that early yellow card, but I think he's played the game not too bad after that. Maybe a couple for both sides I thought might have been given. But Gates have a free kick here, left-hand side. Spellman stands over it. It's about 30 yards out, maybe a little bit more. Hornchurch have doubled their lead away to Barrow. In comes the delivery. It's not bad. Oh, there's a push in the box as Odesina pushed off the ball. Free kick to the visitors. Looks as though Forest Green have equalised away to Worthing as well. Goals are plenty in this second half. Enterprise National League. Live on DAZN. Remember, all games available. Jaskalainen with monstrous goal kick there as Supik tries to thread it. Odesina had to win that one. Asser just seemed to have gained some confidence since scoring that goal, and Robinson puts it into the centre, Boatwain. I'll
tell you what, if he flicks it on
instead
of back, he's got a chance.
Lancashire plays the ball to Kyle Ferguson over across to Lewis Burgess. Burgess Plays it down the line. Spellman. Supik wants the... Oh, sorry, it wasn't Supik. It was Home. Wanted the ball played inside, but didn't continue the arc of his run, what Spellman expected. Definitely a growth in confidence from the home side here. Just starting to see a bit more relaxed and fluid play. But the visitors can still pose a threat.
Look nervous at the back, you know.
Yeah.
Just a couple of little mistimed touches, and
there's a couple of stares and words at each other amongst the Woking defence at the moment. But you know, if they get this ball out to the left-hand side and Ward, they can cause bother. But Lewis Bird just seen a ball through their centre, gets it to Boatwain. Just needs to turn and lay it off, and he has. Ball out to Spellman on this right-hand side, brings it down side of the box, puts it in first time.
Great ball, you know.
Oh, just no one there to
It's a
take
perfect ball in.
Goes behind for a corner.
Been impressed with Spellman. It looks like he's growing into the game, but that ball there, someone's just got to attack it.
Someone's got to be, you know, thinking a cross can come in. Taken short. Home receives it. He's got Spellman on his left, chips the ball in towards the back post. There's the header! Oh, yes! And there is Kyle Ferguson. The defender's showing the strikers how it's done here today. 63 minutes gone. Gateshead 2, Woking 0. And well, that was a lovely cross in by Home. It was nicely weighted. It kept a few players on their heels. But there was Ferguson clambering at the back post to nod it into the back of the net.
That is just the most inviting cross you will ever see from Josh Home. It's perfectly weighted. Sometimes you want a cross to be whipped in, but with that one, when you've got players back post, just dinking it the way he did the back post, it's perfect. It's asking to be headed home. And Ferguson, with his height, you know, if he gets up above you, you ain't doing anything else except watching him win a header. And it's a good header, back across goal, nice and controlled.
I wish we had a replay from my work, because I think there was a couple other Gateshead players waiting to get on the end of it, but they weren't going to with Kyle Ferguson around. But at the moment, Lancashire and Ferguson with the goals. Gateshead 2, Woking 0. And there's going to be a substitution here. Akinola is being replaced by... I'll just have a little look down the team sheet here. Josh Ayres has come on now. And Billy Chadwick is going to come off for Harry Chapman.
Substitution for Woking FC. Number 23, Tim Akinola, being replaced by number 24, Josh Ayres.
Billy Chadwick, give a good account of himself today. Just got a couple of goal scoring opportunities, but as I say, just couldn't quite get the power on the shot when he got past the defenders. Used up a lot of energy. But Chapman on the pitch now. Jaskalainen pumps the ball forward. Ayres trying to get to it. Chapman gets his first touch, and it goes off Turner for throw into the visitors. 65 minutes now. Get to a 2-goal cushion. We mentioned after the first goal they did seem to relax somewhat.
Sometimes you just need a goal just to get things going and get that confidence.
Great header from Lancashire there.
Mind that.
Saylor plays it forward. Ayres just dispossessed by Harry Chapman, and the ball forward. And you know, Akoli's had a fantastic game since he's come on. His aerial dominance has been something else. But at the moment, Josh Home just pulls down the player. Now
that is a booking.
I'd say that's a yellow card.
Harry Chadwick came on to replace number 23, Billy Chadwick.
Well, a referee just lets that one get away with a warning. Ward has pulled off to this left-hand side. The ball is not great though, and frustration just starting to show on one or two of the Woking players' faces at the moment.
Doesn't look a happy camp, gotta be honest.
Yep. There's been a red card down at Yeovil. They are down to 10 men, but are still winning 1-0 at home to Carlisle United. Lewis Burgess, long throw down the right-hand side. Ball up in the air, foul given though. Josh Home leaves it for Burgess. Boreham would have retaken the lead at Halifax. It was 1-1 there, now it's 2-1. But Gateshead have a free kick here. Lewis Burgess just in front of the Gateshead dugout. Plays it short to Home. Home chips the ball forward looking for Supik. But and he got in front of Jääskeläinen. And, well, I think he surprised himself that he got there in front of him. But
I think he did, yeah.
I tell you what, he's been very quick off his line. He's read the ball very well, Jääskeläinen.
He's just a solid National League goalkeeper, and I mean, I remember seeing him on loan sort of lower down the pyramid in the NPL, and he always looked good there, but sort of established himself at National League level now, hasn't he?
Harris on the far side for Woking. Holds the ball up well,
Good.
just couldn't
Really
get
good
into
defending.
past the two players, and ball to Boatswain.
gonna hold up.
Odesina can just nod that down. As Ayres and Ferguson just battling the ball, heavy touch,
Great
good
win.
stuff from Josh Home. Spellman picks up the ball. He's got Chapman in front of him on the left-hand side, who he threads it through.
Mile offside,
He's
surely.
onside. Odesina was playing him on the centre. The ball towards Boatswain. It's just too far behind him, and the tussle. And he's won a free.
That's not a foul. I'm sorry.
It's not a foul
I'm
at
sorry,
all.
but that's not a foul.
He got the wrong side of the the right side of the referee for him not to be able to see that, but he was
Look,
pulling.
Dave Ware looking right at that,
Yeah.
and I know we're quite a distance away, but
Not at all.
Ash Boatswain's pushing the defender as much as the other way around.
Yeah.
Just let them get on with it.
If anything, I thought the linesman should have flagged that. It was the other way there.
Linesmen are that scared to get involved now.
Well, free kick. 25, 28 yards out, right-hand side. Chapman stands over the ball. Spellman's hugging the touchline on this right-hand side, but I think it's going to go into the centre. Although, having said that, Spellman's in acres of space if this ball comes to him. In it goes to the centre, hits the first man, cleared, and Chapman can just gather this ball as Ward chases down. Wind just picks up slightly here.
Tell you what,
That's Robinson, nice. Oh, sorry, it's Lancashire. Plays the ball forward for Robinson. Left-hand side, up against Seiler. Drives forward with it. Seiler does well, gets his body in front and plays it down to Cooley.
oh well read.
Oh, well, Ferguson.
I'll tell you
read
what,
that
David
well.
Ferguson's been outstanding today, by the way.
He has.
Oh, what a turn.
Oh, Supik turns his man, cuts inside, drives with it, still going. Supik goes for his shot. Oh, great save from Jääskeläinen. And Supik making him work down at his post. It was a deceiving one, that one. He got more power on it than it looked. Hartlepool have taken the lead down at Aldershot, 1-0. Short corner. Home receives the ball. Spellman, corner of the box, tries to poke it across. There's foul given on Kyle Ferguson there, against Kyle Ferguson, so does it?
It's a little dangerous spell of the game now for Gateshead the next 10 minutes because
They need to manage it well, don't they?
need to, yeah, it's all about your game management. It's all about keeping Woking at bay, not giving them a hint of even a chance at goal, and just trying to suffocate any chance of, them getting back into this. I think if Gateshead can go and get a third, it's game over. But if Woking do get one, then it is very much going to be game on as we head into the last 20 minutes.
Well, as it stands, they've been able to keep Ward quiet in this second half with the formation change, but Supik brings the
Done it
ball
again.
down
That's
well. Well, referee,
That was literally
Let
more
him
of a
play
foul than the one he gave against down here.
certainly was. But there you go, frustration, a little bit of over-eagerness from Woking. They just lost the composure from the first goal, and they're trying to spread play quicker than what they were earlier, the way they were finding success.
Just me that can smell burning.
Well, there was a significant alarm went off yesterday.
Good, yeah.
Yeah, I can smell some burning in the air. Maybe it's barbecue season.
I just thought you were thinking too hard. Dave.
That could well be the case. It really could. A throw in to Gateshead just on the halfway line, far side of the pitch. We've got you up to date with all the goals at the moment in the National League. We'll update you with any more as they go in. There's Boatswain just beaten in the air to that one. He's playing that lone striker role well. He's probably need to have a few bruises in the morning, but Lewis Burgess,
Good.
nice ball, gets it out to Home. Home turns.
By the way, again, has been exceptional since he's come on.
Yeah.
And I know it's his first game, it's his first 20 minutes in a Gateshead shirt, but just look really. That's a great
Signs
ball.
a lovely ball for Robinson.
Robinson's
Robinson's going down to the dead ball line, crosses it in, comes, Jääskeläinen, drops it. There was a shot away, there was appeal for handball. Spellman, he plays it towards the goalkeeper, expecting a run, but Jääskeläinen once again, look, he's crucial interception
recovered
there.
well, yeah. I mean, you'll not be overly happy that he's dropped the initial cross, but he's recovered very, very well. And Spellman, I think, will be disappointed with that, just that ball in the box, just never had much conviction on it.
I think he was expecting one of the forwards to run in. But remember, it's his first game with the club, and once people start to get on his radar and vice versa, I think those dangerous little balls into the box, because they're definitely leaving the defenders wrong-footed at the moment. Went down in instalments there, Pete Jameson, to get that ball. 72 minutes, about to go into the 73rd. Gateshead winning 2-0 here, live on DAZN. Lewis Burgess on his toes here, and the ball was spotted. Can he bring it down? Nods it on as goes through to Boatwain, out to Supik. Lewis Burgess into the centre.
Be better there, Luke
he's won the ball back though, Supik. He's done very well. Holds it up, draws the foul, and a free kick right on the edge of the corner of the box. And it's been quickly taken. Spellman gets past his man as he wipes out, but home puts it back in. Boatwain couldn't get to it, and it's going to be Harry Chapman. Gateshead trying to get this ball in the back of the net. And Jääskeläinen ends up in the back of his net, chasing that one. And the composure in the first half from Woking really has left them at the moment. Jääskeläinen scrambling across his goal line.
I mean, I'm not really sure how that wasn't a penalty in the area there, by the way.
It did look like a pull down, didn't it?
Yeah, I mean, you can say he's put him off balance, which is good defending as well, if I'm trying to show some balance here. I
feel for Jääskeläinen because he's been quite exposed in the last couple of minutes.
Great win.
As Odesina plays it back to Jääskeläinen. Pumps the ball forward. Up towards Ayres, bounces through. Harris didn't get to it, but he'll pick up the loose ball. He's done very well there to get the throw in.
It has been much better from Gateshead second off, but again, I'll just reiterate, just got to manage this spell of the game.
Well, ball headed on by Supik. Boatwain tries to chase down.
Work rate's been phenomenal second half as well, I will say that. From front to back, the work rate from Gateshead, the tempo has gone up.
Ward's just found himself space on this left-hand side. The ball's out on the right-hand side, and Harris wins a throw-in. Free kick even.
Yeah, this is where Lewis Burgess just needs to be told, just be wary of what's going on in this situation here.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure where he's going.
No.
But someone needs to wake up and get over here.
Spellman's over here, but still in here because of space now.
Possibly coming on.
Burgess is... he's got past Burgess. Ward, he's cut inside. Can he pull a trigger? Offside flag went off. But, wow.
Fenton John coming on for Gateshead.
Yeah.
Possibly Josh Home, maybe.
Quite possibly, I would imagine.
Straight swap. Oh, actually, I wouldn't be shocked if it's Robinson.
Yeah.
Still got to manage Jack Robinson's fitness, but you've seen a very, very solid National League player. What I was going to say about Gateshead, and there's been a lot of talk about style of play and what a League Captain All side's going to look like. Now, I think in previous years, Gateshead have looked more like the way they play. It's very stylish. It was keep the ball on the floor, pass it, pass it, pass it. I think what we're seeing now is more of a traditional National League side, and I don't mean that they're direct. I don't mean that they're just pumping along. They're not. They're just hard working.
They can mix it up.
They're hard working. They're solid. They're working together. Maybe that's what a League Captain All side will be. Just a bit more of a traditional National League side where they are difficult to play against.
Sometimes you do need to have that bit of grit, that little bit of niggle as we've seen today. They've given as good as they've got throughout the game. But that is going to be a throw-in, and Fenton John will come on during this break in play here. And it's going to be Supik, comes off. As Luke Supik gets a good round of applause on 76 minutes as he leaves the pitch here on his full debut.
Deserves it as well. deserves a really lively performance, really good in all areas, really. But I just think that turn that we saw in the shot that brought the save out of Jääskeläinen, I think that's what we're going to see more of.
Well, Kidderminster have taken the lead at home to Eastleigh.
Being replaced by number 20, Fenton John.
Lewis Burgess with a good throw himself, nods it down. Spellman chasing to get to it, but Seiler managed to get that ball across, and now they can try and break it. As Lancashire, very calm, composed, gives it to David Ferguson. Well, we have the difficult decision soon of picking a man of the match, and the three across the back have given themselves quite the candidates. They've made themselves the candidates.
If that gets there.
Oh, nicely brought down by Boatswain. And well.
Yeah, I mean, look, is it down to us, is it?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. I mean, to be
Ferguson
fair,
would definitely be up there, but I think it's between the two goal scorers.
I think Josh Home.
Josh Home.
I think he's had a great game.
I'll let you go with that. Well, as I say, we've
got plenty of time.
Plenty of time. Something could change yet. But the candidates are in. Oh, as Ferguson on the ground. Chapman, overhead kick, volley. And Home brings it down. Brings Spellman into play. There's a run through the centre from Fenton John. And, he's done well there, Spellman. As Fenton John turns, plays it inside to Home. Lewis Burgess, Fenton John. Lovely ball for Spencer Spellman away. But Odesina read it well, and silly pushing the back on Odesina gives a free kick to the visitors. But Fenton John's looked lively, come on, and he's playing a forward position here as well. We do know that Fenton John can create space for himself when he receives the ball and turns. And if he can do that higher up the pitch, Ferguson wins the header. Fenton John tries to get past Seiler, sorry. Ball forward though from the visitors. Well read from Kyle Ferguson, just nodded it down. Josh Home.
You're right about the back three or back four. They've all been excellent, haven't they? Just really, really solid, barring a couple of things early on. But been really impressed as a whole with Gateshead second half in particular.
Lewis Burgess' header been thrown, nodded on as Fenton John ended up on the ground, and Spellman chases down to Jääskeläinen. I tell you what, he did enough to put him off. He does manage to find a teammate though. OG plays it back. It's a nice turn though from Turner. Turner, nice crossfield ball. If Harris can keep it in, he can. He's got Ayres on the overlap, who he uses. And
miles off.
Yeah.
Miles off.
80 minutes gone. Gateshead 2, Woking 0 here at Gateshead International Stadium.
Look, I'll be honest, Dave, I didn't know what to expect coming here today. I am disappointed with the crowd by the look of it. Doesn't look the best. You kind of didn't know what to expect from Gateshead, 'cause it's very much a new side. But I think what we are seeing, and I will go back to what I was saying, is that they look like a solid National League team. They look a big, physical, can't get in your face, but also have players who can really make a difference top end of the pitch. And I think with the likes of Luke Suppick, with obviously you've got Chapman come on, you've got various players, Billy Chapman, Michael Spellman, players that can make a difference.
Well, Chapman gets the ball on the far side and appeals for handball. Boatswain comes through. He just to take it
he's
out
done well there.
To the left-hand side. Back to Chapman. Chapman is trying to conjure something up there. Takes down dead ball line, pulls it back. Fenton John scoops it in. Towards Lewis Burgess. Now it goes for a goal kick. It looks like Dom Telford is stripped and ready for action here.
I would be shocked if this was just a straight off top end.
Yeah. I mean, you've got to commend Ash Boatswain. I mean, he's battled all game. He thought he might have got a touch for the goal, but he's been in it all the way through, and his fitness, he still looks like he's raring to go, if he does leave the pitch. But the big man's put a battle in today.
He really has. I said first half, I think he could do just a little bit more, and I think he's done that second half. I think he's worked really hard. It's just dreadful. Sorry, that is dreadful.
It's-
He's worked really hard setting off and put himself about like you expect Ash Boatwin to do. I just wish his efforts could be rewarded with a goal.
Well, Dom Telford is stripped and ready to go. I don't know if it might be Spellman or Boatwain that comes off here. It is going to be Spellman. I had a feeling they're going to keep the big man on. Well, Spellman on his debut give a good account of himself as well. Dangerous, especially in that second half. We've seen flashes in the first half, but when he's playing in that higher position as a winger rather than wing back, he looked very, very dangerous, didn't he?
Yeah, and I think, Michael Spellman has had a good experience in the Football League. He's proved himself there.
Gates are going to pick up this ball though. Fenton John chips it forward for Boatwain. It's a good one. Can he get it under control? He puts it into the centre for Delton Telford, and there's Fenton John again to pick up the loose ball. Lewis Burgess. Back to Fenton John. Down the line to Josh Home. Kyle Ferguson plays it across to David Ferguson. Anyone's wondering, they aren't twins. As the ball pumped forward. If they were twins, it would definitely be Danny DeVito and Arnold Schwarzenegger style at the height of them. But as nice from Lancashire there on the far side, puts the ball out to play, no nonsense. Boreham Wood 3-1 to the good now, away to Halifax at the Shea. 7.5 minutes remain here at Gateshead National Stadium, plus time added on. There's been a few substitutions. You would imagine there'll be 4 or 5 at the moment. Gone are the days of 2 and 3 minutes mark. Cooley lays the ball off down the line to Harris, who hasn't given up at all today when he's got the ball. They have concentrated more down the right hand side in the second half, Woking, and they've won a throw in level with the corner of the box on the far side. Well,
I would leave someone up here if I was Gateshead, otherwise it's just going to come back, even if it's Dom Telford, just,
yeah.
Even midway inside.
So the 50-50 has been claimed.
There's no point someone the size of Dom Telford going back. Just come out of the box and give an outlet.
Having said that, I mean, we did see a burst of pace from Lewis Burgess before, so I'd imagine maybe one of the ones that bursts out if it's cleared.
God, what a header.
Been cleared. A great header from Kyle Ferguson. Still putting his name in that hat for man of the match.
That's good from Telford. Excellent.
Yeah, played back to Jaskalainen. Jaskalainen now looks to play a crossfield ball, and he does. Big men have stayed forward for this one. They've nodded it forward there.
Jameson's all day. Do you know what? I'm really personally very pleased for Jameson today. I think
not that he needed any redemption.
No, not at all. Not at all. He's been really, really solid. Kicked well. He's done everything well.
As Gates pick up the ball in midfield, Robinson brings Chapman into play down the left-hand side, plays it through for Dom Telford. Can he get goal side? Just loses his footing as he runs into the box.
I think he was trying to square it as well, wasn't he?
Yeah. Jaskalainen from his hands, edge of the area, to a magnificent kick all the way through to Pete Jameson. May I say, the heavily tanned Pete Jameson.
He's always heavily tanned.
Glorious glow he's got. His kick is quite the kick as well, and the battle has continued between Odesina and Boatwain, but Odesina getting the nod from the referee on that one.
I mean, that could have literally went either way,
Yeah, a lot of them have been that way all afternoon. No goals that we've noticed have changed at the moment, and wow. 5 minutes remain here of normal time. Thank you for joining us if we don't get a chance to see it later on. As the ball comes to Harris on that far side, he gets past his man, but Chapman does well and it goes out for a corner. I did think he got the last touch there. Mark's not so sure.
No, I think it was.
Yep.
Yeah,
Well,
I don't even know.
Cheers, thank you.
A wind has come from nowhere.
Yeah, the wind just took the team sheet away for us. For a corner on the far side for the visitors. As Woking referee spots them, they're still tussling. It's been that way all the way through. Still all on the goal line here.
Well, far from me to suggest it, but I reckon this is going right in the 6-yard box. Given that there are about 14 players, well, actually probably more.
Yeah, if I said that, it would happen to be a short corner if I said that. But
there are 13. No, I'm right. 14 players in that 6-yard box.
Yeah, this is going to come in tight as it does. Near post comes off a Woking player, I think, off a back.
Oh, well done, Ash.
And Boatswain just dispossessed. I thought you should have put that into Rose there.
Yeah.
But Woking still wanting to probe here. Ball across to the far side and ball bounces. Oh, didn't it? Stayed in. He did very well there, O'Brien. Goes out of play now, though, for a throw. More towards the halfway line. That has been quickly taken.
3v2 back post here.
Yeah. Crossfield ball comes over to Ward. Offside flag goes up.
That is dismal, by the way. That is. You've spent all that time left-hand side. You were looking literally right across the line.
Yeah, he's 15 yards.
Got to get himself back on side.
15 yards from the nearest player.
614, and that includes 58 away.
Well, 58 away travelling supporters made their way up today from Woking. They've been a credit to their club, and unfortunately for them, if it stays like this, they're going to be on the losing side for the second game in a row. Mark, I'm going to press you. We're going to go.
Dave, you pick. Honestly, I think you go any of the ones we've mentioned. I will go Josh Home, but I'm completely up to you.
Tell you what, I'll take this one. I'm gonna go. I agree. Josh Home, man of the match. But a very close second between Kyle Ferguson and Lancashire, as Seiler sends Harris away on the far side, cuts in. He's still going with the ball though. He's done well and goes down and tries to win a penalty. It's desperation that.
Ball's going to come
still
in back
not.
post.
He needs to get it up, and in comes the ball. It's going to come. OG brings it down. Lewis Burgess. Great play.
Brilliant.
Great play.
Given his performance second half, it's quite an argument for the young coming on for Lewis Burgess.
It is. I better text this through to Ken just in case he isn't listening. Well, we've got 1 minute and 20 seconds remaining of normal time as Pete Jameson's going to take this free kick. Haven't seen any late goals as of yet in the National League. As ball bounces through, Boatswain having his shirt pulled.
Time to announce your Gateshead man of the match today, as selected by the Heed Army broadcast commentary team. And that man of the match today is number 4, Josh Home.
Well, no one battering us, Dave.
Yeah, we got a round of applause there. That's okay.
I don't think we got the round of applause.
I'm taking it as a second-hand round of applause, but Josh Home gives the ball inside to Lewis Burgess. Tidy so
lovely.
far. Nice ball to Fenton John. Sends Lewis Burgess way down the dead ball line. And Odesina just doing what he can there.
National League North South Shields have come from 1-0 down to go 2-1 up. Two former Gateshead players with the goals, Adam Campbell and Paul Blackett.
There was a host of names we could have went for.
I know. I was trying to see if you could guess.
Well, as trying to win the header there. 3 minutes added on.
33 minutes added on.
33. 3 minutes added on here. OG. Ward doesn't get past Lewis Burgess. He's got Telford on the inside, who he uses now. Gateshead can get forward in numbers as Telford brings the ball forward, goes for his shot. It's going to fall to Fenton John. Nicely turned and just slows it down and gives it to Lewis Burgess. Josh Home receives the ball now from Fenton John. Lewis Burgess Fenton John, back to Burgess. Oh, nice
lovely
movement.
An additional 3 minutes.
Ball goes all the way back to Pete Jameson. Ferguson gives it to Kyle Ferguson. And Jameson clears that ball all the way up. OG nods it forward, can get to pick it up in midfield. Fenton John wins the header, and Boatwain will try and chase down. Harris hasn't stopped running this afternoon for Woking. The ball forward as Ferguson intercepts, and Ayres wins the ball back for Woking. Not have seen it. Turner pumps the ball out to Harris, who keeps it in. Great tackle, but Harris comes away with the ball. Gets past Robinson, still going Harris. Harris crosses one in, takes a deflection and out for a corner. And we've got about 1 minute and 20 seconds remaining here of the time added on. Can Woking make it a nervous finish? In comes the delivery now. It's a curling one. OG doesn't mean it falls on the edge of the box. A shot away by Seiler, and that'll go out of play for a goal kick. I don't think the Gateshead players will be in any hurry to get this ball. We've got 45 seconds remaining, and I think Mark has to make a quick exit here at the end. But always a pleasure, Mark. I hope you enjoyed the day.
Yeah, really good second half from Gateshead. The work rate and the intensity that they've produced second half has really won them this game. It's been a really good, accomplished second half display and something to build on.
It certainly has, and I'm sure Lee Catmull and his coaches will be very happy with the adjustments they made at half time to see this one through. The ball's going to bounce, nearly fell. Oh, it's going to fall to Telford. Oh, he rattles the crossbar. Oh, well, people are looking at the linesman to see if that bounced over the line. And the referee's saying no, as Telford and Jääskeläinen having a little bit of a tussle there. There's the kick taken. There is the full-time whistle. Gateshead run out. 2-0 winners here in their first home game of the season against Woking. And remember, if you're watching on DAZN, or if you haven't watched on DAZN, don't miss proper football with National League live on DAZN this season. Over 400 live games, every team shown at least 30 times. Get closer, exclusive content, go behind the scenes at every club and relive unforgettable classic matches. Proper football only on DAZN. Well, we thank Mark Curvers for joining us here on commentary. It's been a good afternoon's work for Gateshead. The first 3 points at the first home game. Looking through the league, there is confirmed scores of Hornchurch. That game is over. They've won 2-1 at Barrow. Gateshead winning 2-0 here. Southend have picked up all 3 points at Roots Hall, winning 1-0 over Scunthorpe. And there is still some games to go. 10-man Yeovil are still holding a 1-0 lead against Carlisle down there on lower in the country. So some interesting scores to go around. But we'd just like to say a big thank you to John the cameraman. My name's David Gallis, and I've been joined by Mark Crovers here live on DAZN and on the Heat Army podcast. It's been an absolute pleasure to bring you this afternoon's game. Well done to the travelling Woking fans, and hopefully good luck for the rest of the season as well. Harrogate have just made it 3-1 away to Wealdstone. And on that note, we will bid you goodbye. And as I say, we always thank you for your company. It's a privilege and an honour to bring you these games. And we hope to see you again soon on DAZN.